everybody, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be teaching you the basics of Dandy's World. I'm taking you from being beginners to being basics at the game. I'm going to be teaching you about distractors, extractors, and supports. So without any more delay, let's hop right into this tutorial. Before anything else, let's quickly explain what Dandy's World is. Dandy's World is a team-based game where you must avoid twisteds, extract from machines, and get to high floors. While also in the game, you can earn cosmetics or trinkets to assist you along the way. Trinkets being one of the mainly used things to boost your stats in every way, such as walk speed, stamina, and extraction. But before we even enter the elevator, there are some things outside of the elevator that are important to touch upon.
First up, we have your stickers. Your stickers are useful for communication purposes and for quick access to the chat. Second off, we have is Dial and Dandy shops. Dandy being off to the left, he will sell you tunes and your trinkets for your runs. And for Dial, he will give you mainly cosmetics in skins and stickers. These will be useful for mainly cosmetics and other things. Then you have your journal, which is for miscellaneous things like badges and achievements. Then you have your statistics, which are for your progress, like your furthest floor, how many blackouts you've done, and gossips. Then you have your research. Your research is vital for unlocking specific tunes like the mains. Your research will also give you their specific trinket upon hitting 100% of their research. And by clicking them, you get some information. Finally, you have yourself Vmail. Vmail will be useful for updates, as well as understanding what is going to be in the update after the game has restarted. This will be useful for being up to date on what has changed and whatnot.
Alrighty, now that we got you cleared up on everything outside the elevator, let's go ahead and head on inside the elevator and talk about what happens on the inside during the intermission of each floor and the beginning. Inside the elevator, on the side, you will have access to your stats. This will show you everything that changes inside during the run. Next up you have is Dandy Shop. Dandy will show up on even floors and give you 3 different items, different rarities that you can buy with the in-game currency, tapes. These can be useful during those longer runs. Finally, you have your cards. These will show up on odd floors. You'll get 3 random cards of a deck. You have to pick 1 card in that deck, and once the vote is finished, that card you voted on will be a part of the run permanently.
Hello, my extractors! Let's go over your role in the team. Your role is to extract from all machines on the floor. These machines can vary in their styles, such as wind-up machines, treadmills, and of course the good old defaults, as well as double machines that require 2 people, but you can still do them alone. You need to make sure that everyone is out of the way from your extraction, but that does not mean that you don't have your problems of your own.
You got twisteds constantly roaming the floor if you don't have a distractor, so it's best to be on the lookout. Next up, you have to look for all of the machines yourself if you don't have a support on your team. And you need to look out for islands just in case you get spotted. You also have to do skill checks every now and then on the machines until they're all the way finished. So that can be a tedious task. Finally, when you're done with all of that, you have to make your way all the way back to the elevator while not getting killed, which is its own problem in itself, but you can figure that part out.
Alrighty, time for my distractors. Your role in the team is very simple.
you just gotta distract all the Twisteds on the floor. This includes uncommons, commons, rares, mains, and lethals, but we'll get into the lethals later in this category. All Twisteds need to be on you, and you only. If they're on somebody else, well, you could potentially kiss that teammate goodbye. But, like with extractors, you're not out of the woods just because you're playing as a distractor.
First of all, you need to make sure that you're far ahead and have plenty of stamina, because if you don't have hearts and you don't got stamina, you're dead. 2, you gotta be aware of the Twisteds you have on the floor, because each one can jeopardize your entire distracting method. And number 3, remember those lethal class I was talking about? Well, they can one-shot you, so have fun being traumatized with that.
Finally, you gotta be aware of your teammates on the floor, because your teammates, if they are playing a low stealth tune, can take away your Twisteds. But you can figure that part out, right?
Alright, time to finish it all up with my beautiful supports. Your role in the team is to support everyone in the round in multiple different other ways, whether it be with V, Astro, or any of the healer's healing abilities. But you are most susceptible to either being sabotaged by your team or you being given the lesser end of the stick. Just remember to keep supporting your team, and who knows, you might be given the support back that you were desperately trying to give them. And with that, we now conclude this tutorial. I hope you enjoyed this, as this was a different kind of video that I decided to try out. If y'all like this, I'll be sure to give you guys tips and some other aspects of Dandy's World content. But I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Have a nice day.